first up, I want to talk about relationship equality. Now, some of our viewers are probably asking, what in the freaking world is relationship equality? Yeah. Well, we're going to break it down to you, all right? Because equality in a relationship means that each person's interests and desires are respected and met to a reasonable degree, as opposed to just one partner's needs, dominating the relationship. Now, get this right here because in a relationship, it refers to an imbalance of power between partners. Did you know that? Did you know that? So, fellas, let me hear from you about this. What are your thoughts on relationship equality? I'm gonna hand this over to Chris TJ. What are you thinking? What's going in your mind right now?
Well, first of all, I want to say to everybody, welcome to the vision. I'm Prince TJ. And I want to say about relationship equality that in order to have a successful relationship, there needs to be some type of stability, right? There needs to be some type of, balance in the relationship, not just the woman doing this part and the man doing that part, or the man doing this part and the woman doing that part. No, there needs to be some sort of balance. Let me give you an example. Some people like to sexualize chores. It's crazy, but it's out there. Some people say women should stick to doing dishes, and the men should stick to taking out the garbage. Well, me personally, I feel that both genders could do that. Both. Anybody could take out the trash. Anybody could do the dishes. You know what I'm saying? So I feel that have some type of balance in a relationship. It doesn't have to be just a man taking out the trash in a relationship. It doesn't have to be the woman, always cooking, always cleaning, always, doing the dishes. That's not the narrative that I want our generation to grow up with. And, I don't want our generation to have that narrative of the woman must cook, she must clean, she must, do the dishes. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Or the man, the man should absolutely take out the trash. No, not at all, forms.
I can agree on that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I can. That's a reasonable point. I mean, relationships are supposed to be 50-50. Like,
right.
50-50. Like, if you 50 plus 50 is 100. Like, let's be real. Like, come on now. Like, it's a relationship. But sometimes some people be doing 75-25. Or, that's that number. Or, I don't get it. Because if you want to be in a relationship, if you want to fight to be in a relationship, they have to be equal to each other. That's just plain and simple.
Yeah.
I mean, like, come on now. Like, be real. Like, I get what you're saying about the trash and the woman supposed to take out both genders, both parties can take out the trash and all of that. But you got to have some type of equity as well as, like, some type of balance. Because if you're not able to balance out the relationship, then how are you going to balance out more dark parts of life? Because eventually, y'all going to be more than friends in a relationship. Let's be real.
Interesting. Yeah, interesting there. And I get everything you guys are saying, everything because yes, being into a relationship, there needs to be equal balance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I get that, but I mean, well,
here we go.
Well, no, there's no here we go, but everybody's raised, very different. Everybody is raised differently, right? And I feel that, because it's not right for me of when a woman takes out the trash. Like, that's wrong in my picture, in my eyes, because I was raised of, the men. They take control. They are the ones who are supposed to do all of that. And, everything else. And I feel that's like, if a woman does that for me, I'm just saying for me, y'all, if a woman does that, I feel that's like a little of my power is taken away from that because you're doing something that, I didn't ask for you to do. I didn't ask for you to do, but you are willing, to do that. Okay. But I'm the one that's supposed to be doing that. I'm the one that's supposed to, take control over their house. Well, actually, both. It needs to be equal. Both of us take control of of the house. But the man is supposed to be the one to protect, do this and that. I don't know. It's just that's how I feel to that. It's just I don't know. It feels weird about that. But I mean, we was all raised very differently onto that. So
Of course.
That's understandable. That's understandable because the men are the protectors. The men do all the dirty work while the women lay down the foundation. That is
Whoa.
that's if we're being real. That's because
Yeah.
generally men take out the trash. Men cut the grass. Men do all the heavy lifting while the women lay down the foundation, like cooking
Yes.
and cleaning.
That is the way, normally that all of us, we all could have been raised, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I get what you're saying, Damien and Bri, but I feel, well, Damien, let me get to the point where you said that you feel, kind of like awkward, kind of weird when you see the woman taking out the trash and stuff like that. Well, I feel that it shows the woman having her independence, showing that she can, if I weren't there, she could still be there. She could clean a house. She could take out the trash. She could do it all. That's the type of, women or the girls that I like, the women who show their independency. That to me is, a 10 for me, showing independency, not having to depend on a man or depend on someone else. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm, kind of coming from.
And that's true because that's how life is. A lot of women want more dependence. A lot of women respect their independence. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm
I get
respecting independence.
Right. And as a job, as a man is to have, the woman be at good care. As long as the man is taking care of the woman mentally, physically, emotionally, socially, then her independence is going to be intact. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. And that's that's what we want for our women, is for them, to feel, empowered, for them, to have their own freedom, for them to have their own independence. And also, being into a relationship, we gotta hear both sides, both voices, because they both matter. We can't always hear, only one side, you're always right, but what about me over here? Let me have an input to this right here, because if we all, both parties come together, I feel things will get done very quickly in a normal fashion matter. Then one is doing everything, then one person sitting over here, like that's not how relationship is supposed to work. We're together. Right. It needs to work together as a team, as a bond, communicate with each other, know what things are. What do I need to contribute, be in this relationship? This and that. So
yeah, absolutely. But I feel okay. Let me ask you guys this. So the way that all of us can agree that the way we were raised, back to the topic of men and women work. What should their places be? What do you guys think the men's job? What do you guys think is the woman's job? What do you guys think is a mutual job?
All I'm going to say on that is 50-50. Once again, everybody has roles that are essentially made. Like, if somebody has to do this, if somebody has to do that, then the mature part of the person is to already go and do it. And let's be real. Like, don't have no hissy fits. I understand what Damien is saying, because communication and everything, all of that is key to a good relationship. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not about to do 75% of the work while you sit there and do 25. That's not what we about to do.
Come on now.
Like, number one, you being real, we were together to grow and build, right? Like,
yes, yep.
Don't come on here and do half-ass work. You know what I'm saying? We're not about to do half-ass work. It's 50-50. Like, know your part. Do your part. Do your share. That's just it. Like, I don't think roles should be, assigned. You just know what need to happen and just do it. Simple.
I agree. Because, growing, today in today's society, I don't know, these youngins, I call them youngins. I don't know what the world they are doing. Like it's a mess because I feel, there's a lot of things, going on that we had to go back to the basic. And just like, what you were saying, Bronner, it has to be 50-50. It has to be. You gotta know what you need to do, this and that. You gotta communicate. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. I mean, come on now. Let's be real about it. 50-50 in a relationship. Do what you need to do.
And then my thing is, we're gonna talk about our brothers and our sisters. We're gonna keep it real here because on the vision we keep it real. Sometimes our brothers, you always say men ain't this, men ain't that, ain't it. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes the brothers are trying their hardest to get the woman attention. They're trying to get conversations, they're trying to do everything in between, but the women still want to do 25%. I'm sorry to tell you, but 50-50 and vice versa. Men cannot be communicative, and then women's gonna sit here and make all the daggone love songs, or they're gonna play like Summer Walker, all of that, just because men ain't doing nothing. Like, come on, like it's 50-50 for both parties. I'm not saying hate against the men. I'm not saying hate against women, but come on now, it just makes common sense.
Yeah, I feel that. Excuse me. When the women say that, the black men cheat, or it's out of again. Here's the narrative that I don't want the upcoming generation to believe or to in their heads about
the stereotype.
Yes.
That's look. So they may have had their experiences. They may have had their own way of thinking. But I feel like that's not all black men. That's not all men in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I still don't know the reason to why men.
How life is.
There's a lot of reasons why men cheat.
Yeah.
So come on now.
A lot of reasons.
Everybody cheats. Everybody cheats.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, speak for yourself, because not all black men. I'ma just say, not all black men cheat now.
Yeah, true. There are some faithful black men. Yes. But the faithful black men are being overshadowed by the women that just take the narrative. That's why I quote unquote say everybody cheats. Like, we're just not going to blame certain kind of people. Everybody cheats.
Well, have you cheated, Brian?
No. No.
You said
no. No, like, I'm so serious. Why cheat when you're in a good relationship? Why you fight so long to be with somebody and then you just cheat on them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why?
Have you ever cheated?
No.
Well, I had to ask you questions. I've never cheated, but it's I don't know. It's just like the more women, I guess, say that men cheat, is like the more men cheat. If that makes, I don't know, because like the women say that, and then the men come up and defend that, but then we turn around and see the men are cheating.
Yeah. I feel like all of the feelings just coming out. Like you get cheated on by 4 men, then a new man come. You just looking on your little radar, be like, you ain't shit.
Right. All I gotta say on to that is, we gotta do better. We just gotta do better. Seriously. Because come on now, y'all, wake up. It's 2024. Come on now.